Hey soapy folks, this is Kevin with Divinely Designed, and as you can see, I'm doing a voiceover to the video. So normally I do a soap video and I talk through it and I give you the recipe and everything. Well, this soap was such a complete failure that I'm just speeding through the recipe or through the video so you can see it. I'm going to kind of talk through it. What I was trying to do was make two soap formulas and put them together in one loaf. So on the screen on the right is a 100% coconut oil soap, and then on the left is a double butter recipe. And the goal was to sort of do a drop swirl in a mold so that you would get the lather of a coconut soap but still have sort of the conditioning of a double butter, a shea butter soap. So that was my plan, and I divided the batters in two, and I had some colors, and I had a fragrance, two fragrances actually I never used before. One was Stud from Nature's Garden, and the other was Teakwood and Cardamom from Brambleberry. And I think those fragrances, or the combination of those two, just made my recipe speed up crazy, accelerate really fast. So here you can see I've added the fragrances, and I'm starting to stick blend the coconut oil soap on the right hand side there, and adding the lye to this other soap and mixing that up. And then I'm going to split out some and add some colors. But notice here that this soap is already thickening up. It's just getting incredibly thick very fast. As I start to mix these colors in, it becomes apparent that it's just not going to work here. I'm going to get soap on a stick in just a minute. The coconut soap is incredibly thick already. I can't even swirl these like in an in-the-pot swirl, and this happened in the course of a minute or two. The gold part now here, I can't even get out of the bowl practically. I end up trying to mix it all together in, kind of a crazy mix here, and end up trying to squish the gold part into the mold itself, and really just end up using my hand. It's so thick at this part, it's crazy. And I'm just trying to do everything I can just to kind of save the soap, but it really turned out to be a very messy failure here. So I squish the bottom in eventually, and then I take the white part, which I've mixed in this yucky mess, and sort of squish it in top here, and then finally get it all in the mold and kind of cleaned up. And then I put it in the fridge. Only 6 hours later, I took it out of the fridge to cut it because it was so hard. I could really cut it already. Now, it ended up smelling really great, but it sort of looked pretty terrible. There were air pockets, and the chunky part I mixed into the white coconut oil soap was just chunky and awful. Here I'm trying to cut it, but it's so hard I can't get my wire cutter through, so I sort of end up taking it out and using a knife. And you'll see some slices here as I hold them up. It's just kind of ugly. So I'm still going to use it. I'm going to throw it in the shower. I'm going to let it cure, and then I'm going to use it in the shower and see how it goes. But I'm going to try this experiment again, maybe in a different way. Trying to combine 100% coconut oil and a regular soap. But this one was a little bit of a failure. But I like to show my failures so we learn from them, right? Okay, that's it. Comments, questions, leave them below. Thanks.